Oh fucking K, something wonderful has happened in the world of Dark Souls 3 PvP. And I'm not talking about this new huge patch that changed a lot, yet failed to shift the balance. And I'm not talking about two new terrible arenas with elevation difference being 50 times worse than it was for the old one. And no, I'm definitely not talking about the amazing DLC with 2 hours of gameplay. What I'm talking about is the new tech. Something that has been just discovered and it's fucking amazing. If you have watched my Bloodlust weapon art swap tutorial video, you have a good idea on what my stance is in regards to all those glitches and stuff. Most of the time people ask me to not cover those things so they can be kept private, to be enjoyed only by people who understand what to do with them. With a good chunk of Dark Souls 3 PvP community dying to jump on cancer train and call everything they lose to dishonest, only a relatively small group of people is capable of appreciating this kind of stuff. So going public is not really worth it. Not to mention the fact that this is a game for Cashuals. And FROMSOFT are bound to do everything that they can to fix all those game-breaking cancer thingies. With all that being said, there's something new in the game, something that makes magic and pyromancy a bit more fun and viable. Normally, I'm never the first person to discover this stuff, because I'm always busy doing some other shit, like looking up frame data. But whenever stuff like that gets discovered, people are usually eager to share it with me, yet they always ask to not make it public, because if you do it, you just get a bunch of halfwit calling it cancer, which leads to FROMSOFT eventually fixing it out. However, today is different, because Little Birdie told me that this is likely the last patch, so whatever. All credit goes to Meryx. He did discover it, and he was cool enough to share it with me. Then he allowed me to make it public. I hope you guys really enjoy it. So basically what we're talking about here is an ability to swap hyper armor from talisman to any other sorcery or pyromancy. How do you do it? Well, it's very simple. You get talisman in your left hand and cast a specific miracle using the weapon art on talisman. In this case, I'm using the new lightning arrow miracle. Once you release the miracle, you just go and mash R1, casting whatever you have in your main hand. If you do everything right, whatever you cast with your right hand afterwards will have hyper armor. After a bit of discussion, we have decided to call this H.A.T, which stands for Hyper Armor Transfer, so this is officially a H.A.T tech. Let me demonstrate it with the use of Fire Surge. Oh, by the way, Fire Surge is awesome because it has infinite hyper armor, meaning that if you do H.A.T properly, as long as you're holding your Fire Surge button, it will have hyper armor. As you clearly can see, I'm casting Fire Surge while tanking all those Aztec pokes without breaking the form. It works the same way for Old Moonlight. You can hold it for as long as you want and it will have hyper armor. And now you're probably curious, how does it all apply in real duel scenarios? Is it really useful in PvP? Well, let me tell you this, it's fucking amazing, all thanks to the new lightning arrow miracle. You can bait people into favorable traits with the use of it. For example, you can knock the arrow and bait your opponent into a trait, or allow him to try to get in a dodge counter. As soon as it happens, you can safely follow it up with Black Flame combo of your choice for stupid amounts of damage. If you're running magic or pyromancy setup, H.A.T tech will almost double your utility options. And most importantly, it's just so damn much fucking fun to use, because you can be as creative as you want, trying to come up with various setups for pushing the trades in your favor. So yeah guys, special thanks goes to Meryx for allowing me to share it with you. I hope you fucking appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.